वेलकम बैक गाइस। तो अब हम लोग फाइनली सिक्स्थ पार्ट में सैनिमा सैक्रिफाइस के। लास्ट टाइम यहाँ बहुत लड़ाई हो गई थी, वो गुस्सा आ गया था मुझे। बहुत दिमाग खराब कर दिया था उन लोग ने।
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds.
कुछ भी क्या लॉजिक है?
Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Okay, thanks for information. यार ला दो यार वॉलरावन को भी, उसकी भी सिट्टी पिट्टी गुल करा दूंगा फिर मैं।
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones.
हर बार पूछती है तू, मुझे मालूम है।
To head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
ओ भाई बहुत दूर है ये, कितना कुछ ध्यान रखना है इस बार। ये वॉलरावन का फाइनल बॉस फाइट आने वाला है यहाँ, आई एम श्योर। वहाँ भी है। ओ भाई अब दो जगह भागना है।
Valravn's son. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Listen, focus. Listen. It's magic. It's magic. It's an illusion. She's been like this reminds me of somewhere.
The forest.
Where? Which forest? The forest in the wilds.
The wilds.
She left Dillian. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth. Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead.
She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian. But it didn't work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
The ravens.
The ravens.
They've gone.
They've gone.
No.
Half of them have gone. They've gone.
Some are still there.
But where? Some are still there.
No, Raven's helping.
He's not helping.
It's a trick.
Quiet. I can't think.
Out in the wilds. In the cold winter woods.
Where have they gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
ये कहाँ से आया भाई इतना सब? पहले से था क्या इतना? मुझे क्यों नहीं याद है? गंदे आवाज क्यों निकाल रहे हो?
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
बोला ना, कुछ मिस कर रहा था मैं.
The ravens. They've gone. No. Some still there. Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, thought, and strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
The Northmen say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom and magic. There was a very wise being named Mimir, who guarded the waters of wisdom which flow from the roots of the world tree. Odin wished to drink from this spring, but he had to pay a price. So he gouged out his own eye as offering to Mimir. He drank from the well and traded one way of seeing for another.
हो गया.
She find Dillian before her time comes.
अरे पक्का डिलियन से तो बातें करेंगे हम. प्लीज़ यहाँ पे एक मस्त सी बॉस फाइट आनी चाहिए. एंड एक्सपेक्टेड है कि नहीं आने वाली. बंदा था ना उधर. ये बहुत बड़ी जगह नहीं है. परफेक्ट प्लेस है बॉस फाइट के लिए.
Overcome Valravn's final illusion.
उफ.
His keep. I know you can do it, Senua.
अरे हमको ही मालूम है भाई.
We both see
कर सकता हूँ मैं. उसमें क्या है?
we can fight it together.
इसमें कोई इल्यूजन क्यों नहीं है?
Speak to me, Drew. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born.
ओह, अबे तू अपनी स्टोरी बोलता रहता है हमेशा, हैं?
The man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Finally.
Broken. The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
क्या हो रहा है? भाई कुछ इन्फो हमको भी दिया करो.
I'm still here. Are you too?
Yes.
Where are we?
हमको क्या पता भाई.
I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom,
Okay.
drowning the mind in fear,
कोई खा रहा है क्या उसको पीछे?
deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you. I see you now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
Boss fight. चल ये तो पप्पू बॉस है। अच्छा अच्छा, ये अटैक से बचने का। अरे मार।
Behind you, Legend.
मार।
You've got her sword. Prepare your go. Attack. Don't let them surround you. The mirror, her focus is quiet.
फाइनली खत्म करो यार।
Never beat you in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion.
Not
But
this.
not this time.
ओ भाई भाई भाई, ओ बाप रे, ओ बाप रे, एवेंजर है ये तो। खेल दिया रे, वाट लगा दी एकदम पूरी,
The mark of
बजा दिया
Valravn,
इसका।
one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair.
क्या सही खेले हम,
isn't it?
एक भी बार नहीं ये किया।
In those dark
मरे।
winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
उसको पति से मतलब नहीं है, उसको सिर्फ सोल से मतलब है।
I still hear you.
कितना सही है, सुबह हो गई। ये फर्स्ट बॉस फाइट से ज़्यादा मज़ेदार था। मैं फाइट नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, फाइट फर्स्ट वाली ज़्यादा मज़ेदार थी, उसमें इफ़ेक्ट्स बहुत ज़्यादा थे, बट फील बहुत सही था ये फाइट का। उस सही में मज़ा आ गया मुझे, ऐसे स्टोरी में इन्वॉल्व हो रहा हूँ ऐसा लग रहा है। अच्छा वही एरिया। अच्छा ओ भाई, यहीं बॉस फाइट थी, मतलब मैं पूरा घूम के गया था। ये दरवाज़ा जो खुल नहीं रहा था, वहीं पे बॉस फाइट होने वाली थी। ठीक, कह रहे हड्डी बिड्डी साफ कर दे अभी तू। वालरावन मर गया ना?
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And then she saw them. Elusive. If you look for them.
Mother,
मम्मी?
Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do.
ओके।
You can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you.
कुछ नया खुला है क्या?
Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to
वाह,
guide you.
हमारे पास और एक एनपीसी आ गया।
Did you see her? That was her
मम्मी?
mother, Galena. She was a priestess. A healer.
ओह, बड़े घर की बेटी है यो।
She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come,
क्या हो गया? अच्छा सीढ़ी है।
it first came for her mother.
चलो भाई, यहाँ फिर एक फाइट होने वाली
The
है।
mark of Valravn and the mark of Zert. You may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
तो गाइज ये ब्रिज ना हम अगले एपिसोड में खोलेंगे, ठीक है? मज़ा आएगा ज़्यादा। ठीक है, तो एक अच्छा एंगल लेके गुड बाय कर देते हैं फिर। तो गाइज गुड बाय, थैंक यू फॉर ट्यूनिंग इन, थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग द वीडियो। इधर तक पहुँचे हो तो लाइक कर देना। बस फिर मिलते हैं अगली बार, जाएंगे घुसेंगे एल्हाइम में। और सीरियसली बहुत मज़ा आता है जब तुम ये गेम खेलते हो। आई रिकमेंड दिस गेम टू ऑल। तो मिलते हैं अगले एपिसोड में।